What's up, everyone? Today we're diving into a book that's shaking up the world of self-help with a little dose of brutal honesty. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This book is not your typical think positive and everything will be amazing type of self-help. Instead, it's about how not caring about everything can actually lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Mark Manson says that most of us give too many fucks about too many things. And that's a big problem, because the more you care about everything, the more overwhelmed and frustrated you become. So, the key is to be more selective about the things that really deserve your energy. Please remember to give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support is our happiness. So, ready to figure out how to be more selective about the things that really deserve your energy? Let's break it down. First things first. You have to realize that your time, energy, and attention are limited. It's like a bank account with a limited amount of fucks to spend, and you need to get intentional with where you spend them. If you try to care about everything, your job, your relationships, what people think of you, how successful you are, staying in shape, being perfect, you're gonna run out of energy fast. And here's the thing. When you care about everything, you end up prioritizing nothing. The point here is to figure out what really matters to you and cut out the noise. Not everything deserves your attention. If you stop caring about the things that don't align with your values, you'll have way more energy for what does. Now, Manson doesn't tell you to stop giving a fuck about everything and live in a cave. That's not the goal. What he's really saying is this. You have to choose what's worth caring about. And one of the biggest decisions you'll make is choosing which struggles you're willing to endure. Every goal comes with problems. Want to be fit? You'll have to struggle with diet and exercise. Want to build a business? You'll struggle with rejection, long hours, and competition. The trick is to choose struggles that are worth it, ones that align with your core values. Think about it. If you want to be successful in any area of life, it's not about avoiding problems. It's about choosing the problems that are meaningful to you. When you accept that struggle is part of the process and that it's worth it, you'll feel a lot more at peace. Next up, you are responsible for everything in your life, even the things that aren't your fault. Now, that might sound unfair at first, but stick with me. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. If you blame others for your problems, you give away your power. If you take responsibility, even for the things that aren't your fault, you gain control over your life. It's not about assigning blame, it's about owning your response. Let's say someone breaks your heart. Sure, it's not your fault, but you still have a choice in how you move forward. You can dwell on it, or you can take responsibility for healing and growing. Lesson 4. You are not special. All right, here comes a bit of tough love. You are not special. Manson pulls no punches here. He's calling out the entitlement culture that tells us we all deserve to be extraordinary, that we're all destined for greatness. Here's the problem. This belief creates unrealistic expectations. We start to think we should be famous, wealthy, and adored just because we exist. True happiness comes not from trying to be exceptional, but from embracing our ordinary human experience. It's okay to be average at most things. In fact, that's where you'll find the most peace. When you stop trying to impress everyone and just focus on being real, embracing your flaws, owning your imperfections, you'll find life is a lot more satisfying. And finally, one of the most powerful messages in the book, death is the ultimate reminder. I know, it sounds grim, but stick with me. Facing the reality of our mortality can actually be the most liberating thing. When you accept that your time is limited, you start to focus on what really matters. You stop wasting time on things that don't bring you joy, and you stop caring so much about what others think. Life is short. When you keep that in mind, the small annoyances, the drama, the petty arguments, the things we usually obsess over, start to seem insignificant. You get clear on what's worth caring about and what isn't. So let's recap what we've learned from The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. First, remember you have a limited number of fucks to give, so choose wisely. Second, choose your struggles, because life is about which challenges are worth it. Third, take responsibility for your life, even when things aren't your fault. Fourth, embrace your ordinary human experience. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to be extraordinary. And lastly, keep death in mind as the ultimate motivator to live a life that truly matters. Mark Manson's message is bold, it's honest, and it's freeing. Stop caring about what doesn't serve you and start focusing on the things that truly make your life richer. If you've enjoyed this breakdown, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more life-changing book summaries and personal growth tips. And let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to stop giving a fuck about today? Live intentionally. Give a fuck about what matters. Until next time, remember, choose wisely what you give a fuck about. See you soon.